Hey GH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Twerry Babes, coming at you with the red hot GH late night review. It's not red hot, I was just trying to, be extra. But it's Monday, y'all. Monday, we have got through the first work day of the work week. Whew, it's all uphill from now. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta have that kind of, knock that one out. Tuesday, Thursday, that's gonna come so quick. We're gonna be in Friday in no time. It's January 29th, 2024. Hope you guys had a good Monday. I had a good Monday. Today was my day off and I enjoyed it. Well, I'm gonna say this. I worked in the morning, but then I had the rest of the afternoon off. And I needed that, guys. Sometimes you just need to, nope, I'm gonna take care of me right now. I'm gonna do what I have to do, but then I'm gonna just shut all things down and just sit back and create. And so that's what I've been doing all day. So it's been a really good day. Hope you guys had a really good day too. Hey new subscribers, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the couch. Thank you for coming in. I hope you like the content. If you haven't subscribed and you like the content, hit that subscription button. And if you like the content and you are a subscriber or you're not, still hit that like button. It pushes my video out so that it, gets into the soapy algorithm of all things. But hey, current subscribers, all of you guys, I appreciate you so freaking much. My little channel is starting to, perk up a little bit, growing. I'm like, oh, okay. I like that. That's what's up. I appreciate and I'm humbled by you guys' continued support. I do have some news though, and I'm going to be posting it in my community tab. But Twerry, me, yours truly, will be hosting her first live on Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come hang out with me, guys. It won't be a long live because it's Saturday and, I wasn't going to do it on Sunday. Well, Sunday football's over with, so I guess I could have did it on Sunday. But we're just going to play with it, see what happens, But I am looking forward to it, so I'll be talking more about it as it gets closer. But I will be doing my first live. Mr. Albert said, I should just jump out there and do it. And Kyrese also encouraged me just to jump out there and do it. So, I'm just going to jump out there and do it. So I'll be doing my first live this Saturday. I should have wrote the date down. But whatever. This Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I'll be, like I said, putting more information about that in the community. I'm excited. Talking to you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear y'all opinions. You know what I'm saying? I'll be wanting to post video reactions to your guys' comments so we could, but just coming back and forth because I love dialogue and you guys be having some really great comments. And like I said before, please leave those comments, your highlights in the comment section. I love the interaction and I'm not going to be playing with no disrespectful stuff. And when I say that, I mean disrespecting each other. I have a one time and you're out. And there's not going to be no timeouts or any of that stuff. It's just you're gone. If we can't have fun and talk amongst ourselves about our favorite people, good or bad, then, I'm not going to deal with that. But we're going to stop talking about that because we are grown up in here. We ain't going to be doing that because I ain't going for it. And I'm pretty sure none of y'all either. So, anywho, I think I've talked about all the... Yeah, I did. Let's talk about what happened with General Hospital. And like I said before, please leave your guys' highlights in the comment section. I love your guys' feedback on what's happening with our favorite show. Or for some of y'all, one of y'all favorite shows. This is the only show I'm, really watching. So, we're still in Paris. We're still in Paris, France. And we have the beautiful Trina. I think that was a red hot red dress, but she was looking red hot with her color. That was a good pick. Her and Spencer out on the town, having fine dining, and Trina's working on her French. She's I'm not gonna even try because I used to know just a little bit, but now Yeah. So she's working on it. He's all proud of her for, picking up some of the language and stuff. And he tells, while she's talking about what they're going to eat, he's daydreaming because he's looking at the menu, and it brings him back to black gold. He's looking at black gold caviar, and it brings him to a time in his life with his dad. He tells her, because she's like, Cassadine, what's up? Because she's asking him about wines and stuff, and he's all engrossed into the magazine. He's all engrossed into the menu, and he tells her this really cute story about how him and Nicholas had went out together and went out to eat, and this was one of the things on the menu, and how he begged his dad for it, and his dad finally, said okay, and it turned out to be black beans. Who's gonna give a little kid some black gold caviar? That stuff is expensive. And he just he hopes Ace is a little bit more. I'm gonna use his word. Is a little bit more. Ace grows up more grounded than he did. More. Because if y'all, I don't know if y'all remember Little Spence. Little Spence wasn't too far from Big Spence. Okay, Little Spence was a little. He was a cutie, but he was a handful. Very, very, very entitled, young, rich guy. He was very mature for his age. And I just loved him when he was younger. And Spencer, I think Chavez did a really good job with Spencer. It's going to be really, really hard for them to put another Spencer in if he doesn't come back. And let's be real, if you're going to have doors opening for you, take it, honey, take it. You know what I'm saying? But if he can, come back, because it's going to be hard to fill his shoes. It was like the Nicholas character. It was hard to fill. Tyler owned Nicholas. He owned it. He made it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember for the longest time that Chavez came in, nobody really had any like woo-woo on him. And now he's embodied the grown-up young adult Spencer. So I feel like I would love to see the adult Spencer, and it would be him. That would be great. My dream for Desprina is, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Let me know. I'm getting ahead because I want to talk about the end. So they're out and eating and they're having a good time. Like I said, they have the black bean story, and he starts talking about his dad, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm ruining the mood. I don't want to ruin the mood. And she's like, no, you I love this. You talk to me. This is what relationships about. I want the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. I love you. I want to hear your stories. And I was like, they're really like, it's angst for real. For us that have been waiting to have some love in the afternoon, even if it's through a younger crowd, it's still the angst because they're writing this love story, or should I say, their chemistry is so much more on time than Fliz. I don't feel that when I'm looking at Finn and Liz. I don't feel any type of, oh my God, yes, you know what I'm saying? So they're just beautiful. These Tatiana and Chavez, oh man. I'm sorry guys. I just got to give some hands up. They're doing a really phenomenal job as far as being young love. But let me get back on focus. And Spencer talks about him spending his time in Paris, which because Trina's telling him about her schedule. He's like, wait a second. And I was really happy that he acknowledged and was like, look, baby, you're in school. Don't be worried about me. I want you. This is the real reason why we're here, and I'm honoring that. So don't worry about me. I'm gonna figure out what I need to do. And he starts talking about how he hated the fact that when he was there in Paris the last time with Queen S. Well, I should not call that devil of the Queen S. I don't know why I did that. I just want to step on Esme for what's gonna happen in this story. But anyway, how he wasted his time and how he should have been like trying to figure out what his passion is, because he's talking to Trina about her passions and he wants his own passion. He's something that's for him. And I was like, okay, Spencer, because he said you make me want to do better. I was like, I just loved him. They're doing it for me, guys, for real. And he brings up, you know, his last time there and how he was just really seeking revenge and, you know, all this crazy stuff. And she's like, well, Trina's like, well, you know, you weren't alone. You know, Esme was there manipulating you and pulling you by the strings. And he says, yeah, but then Victor too. And then he apologizes to her, guys. It's like everything that the fans were asking for happened in this scene right before they split. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes my heart just break. Because this is what all the fans wanted. They wanted him, I know they've been wanting him to acknowledge her school and her education as more important. And, you know, been apologizing, but we got it, okay? And it was beautifully done, all right? Yeah, we want more, but unfortunately, Chavez is gone already. We can't do nothing else. But, yeah, he gave it. She gave it. So, yeah, where was I at? And he was like, and he apologizes to her, and she was like, you know, you didn't deserve none of this. And she was like, neither did you. I was like, oh, God, Trina. And he's like, you're so supportive, and you're so sweet, and you're so hot. And she was looking hot in that dress. I really wish they would have put her hair up. Put her hair up with some, like, red, like, you know, slinky little earrings. Because, got show that beautiful neck, and she's got the slender arms, and she would have had that hair up, you know what I'm saying? You put a woman's hair up, you get to see all of this, you know, and then the neckline, you know what I'm talking about, girl. If they would have pulled that girl hair up, it would have been slanging and banging. But anyway, the Trina thinks he's amazing, and he is so humble. He's like, yeah, I still need for improvement. He ain't lying. But we all need improvement. You know what I'm saying? And they leave for the part 2 of their rest of their life. And as they're heading out to the beautiful nightlife, there's Esme following them with her creepy bag with a syringe and duct tape. And I instantly got heated, y'all, when I seen that in the sneak peek, what was in that bag. I was like, so you drugged this girl before, and you're planning on drugging her again and duct taping her? You know what? I love Chavez. Yes, I do. But this is your issue. She needs to do that to you this time, not Trina. I had a Kyrese moment. Kyrese, if you're listening, at 12:26, I had a Kyrese moment where I flipped out, and I was so glad I didn't film that, because I was angry. And I normally don't get angry, and I was not like angry like I was threatening and but you know, it's like, this motherfucker, are you gonna fucking drug my girl again and duct tape her? Girl, catch me outside, bitch. What? No. Josh, where the fuck you at? You supposed to duct tape your homegirl and drug her. Guys, I'm like, Josh, no, we need homegirl service. No, we need homegirl service. This chick is out of line, out of pocket, and just bad by design. And the fact that Laura Lou is still defending her. And yes, I felt like she was. Oh, she just never had a chance. She drugged Trina and killed somebody and set up somebody. I don't care how much of a good mother. I don't care. And the fact that she got her memory back and she still is a good mother don't mean nothing. Oh, because you good to your kid, you can go around murdering people? Make it make sense, Laura Lou. Gosh, your man sitting there with a concussion in your head and you still trying to make some... And I didn't spoke Laura Lou up, because that's the next story, is her and Kevin in General Hospital. Because Kev's up, he's awake, he's talking. Laura Lou got through to him, you know, she spoke some words of encouragement, asking him to come back to her. And Kevin's got all his faculties back, and he knows the year, the time, you know, he got a little missed with 2023 and 24, but it's the new month, so, and he's a little old, and he got a concussion. And Kev tells her that it was Ez that knocked him out. And when Laura tells him about, you know, her going to Canada, he's like, and I knew Kevin knew it. I knew Kevin knew something was off. And this is, you know, they kind of messed up the writing in this right here, I feel like, and y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. But I think they kind of messed up the writing in here, because they tell Kev that Ez went to Canada, and Kev thought he was getting through to her, he says, I thought I was getting through to Esme, right? But then at the end, he tells them about the credit card that she had in her hand and the thing to Paris. Now Kev knew that who was going to Paris, Spencer and Trina. She was using the invader. So how did you think you were getting through to her, but at the same time you seen the credit card in her hand? Y'all let me know what y'all thought was. Was that just oops daisy? We gonna fix, scrabble that. Because he gonna tell Laura he thought he was getting through to her, and she was just, but was you when you seen the credit card? I would have been like, oh no. And I thought how he was moving, that's why he was moving that way, because he was trying to stall her butt. Because he seen that she was trying to get away. Because I felt like every time she was doing something, he was like right on it. She made him get comfortable in that chair, and then she started, trying to act like she was going to tell or say something, passing, going back and forth and everything. That was when she caught him off guard. But I thought he was on to her. But I guess I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. And then Laura tells him how she was afraid that she was going to lose him. He like, look, I survived Kevin. His daughter ain't going to take me out now. And I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, if you really, Laura, Lou, and Kevin, if y'all really want to look at who is at fault in this, look at yourselves. Look at yourselves. If you, Kevin, would have reached out and been a real uncle to her from the beginning, when all of this went, but when she finally lost her memory and everything, if you would have reached out to her and started building a connection to her, a positive, healthy connection to her at the beginning, then when all this happened, she would have went to her Uncle Kevin and demanded justice, and Kevin and Laura would have made sure it happened. I mean, I don't know what they could have done, but we wouldn't be having this story right now. And then I could believe everything that I'm believing. But how you and Laura Lou wrong too. Laura Lou should have been encouraging him to talk to his niece. This is your blood relative. Then now she's talking about, oh, it was his niece and that was the Ace's grandmother. If that was his niece, then why weren't you encouraging? Look, you're the therapist. I really need you to get close to this girl. We need to really make sure that we're not sleeping with the enemy, if you get my drift. So this whole entire thing about, oh, the baby made her crazy, when it might have pushed her over edge. I'm not saying that. But if y'all would have been building up roadblocks, the fallout might not have been so bad. Plus, you know what I'm saying? Spencer might not have been like, hey, she's really wrapped up into the family. Uncle Kev's all up in her. They're very close now, And Kevin would have spit game. He would have known. No, she's fine. Spencer, you were wrong. It would have been a lot more on Spencer than all this just letting Esme just creep across the city and stuff. So I just did not like how Laura Lou was still trying to give good grace to Esme while her man is sitting on the table with a concussion. And I don't feel like they could have done better if they really cared, instead of trying to put it on Nicholas and Spencer now. Spencer was wrong, but I don't care, because fuck Esme, okay? But Spencer was wrong. Yeah, you just don't hand no kid over like it's a package of goods. And I wish we would have seen more buildup of Esme becoming more and more bad. That would have been more juicier than what's happening right now, because they're trying to sympathize her. Well, she was such a good mom, but she lost her mind when they took her baby. She lost her mind a long time ago. She lost her mind when she was, like her nanny said, trying to reunite with her family. I mean, the telling was on the wall. People are just so funny. But anyway, so we're going to move past that, because I'm wasting too much time with trying to worry about Esme reconciling her two identities. But Kev was bothered by the assumption that Esme would go to Canada. But then he went all the way left circle and was like, no, I think she's going to be going after Nicholas. But I mean, why wouldn't she? Why would you not think that? I honestly would think, because they still have hope. Because they still have hope that she cares about her son. Because Esme got she could have went anywhere to find it, but maybe she just thought going after Nicholas was, I mean, I think she showed where her priorities was by who she chose to chase. Instead of trying to go after her son and find her son, she going after Trina and Nicholas. Once again, if I wanted more proof on where Esme's true mind was at, that was chasing after Trina and Spencer. Because now you probably won't be able to find Nicholas. I guess this is her revenge. I don't know. But she ain't thinking about Ace, obviously. Or maybe that's her plan, is to kidnap Spencer and make draw Nicholas out. Who knows? If that's what she does, I like that, and I can't wait to see it. But she better keep her filthy hands off my girl Trina. Trina better be at school when this happens. That's all I gotta say. So, moving on to Canada, because we're at the nanny's home, and she sure didn't want them cops in her house. She was like, I ain't got no problems. I ain't trying to deal with these people. And he was like, hey, you're an Irish. She Irish, you're not Canadian, so we can, you gonna do what we say. I'm like, dang, y'all ain't got no rights. I guess not. But anyway, and she lets her know that Esme ain't there, that she got a new job, that she ain't trying to get caught up in none of that Esme's foolishness. Her employees are quiet people, and she wants to have a quiet life. That she ain't wrote no Esme no letter. She's like, did you even? Because Dr. Well, why did you write her letter? She said, did you check the handwriting? I just write that. Oh, my bad accent. Anyway, she told him that she didn't write her no letter. She ain't asked her to come. We all looking like, you wasted taxpayer money. You wasted poor child's money to go down here on this foolishness. Poor peoples. So Dante's still off the mark because, he's for the PCPD. And Sam may helping him figure things out. So he's just flying everywhere. So now he's thinking that, maybe the family is the key to Esme, and it's Ace. She's after Ace. So then he calls Laura, and now we're going to run back to GH Hospital, and Kevin is running down what happened to the detective, fine ass Bennett. I was like, chocolate alert. Oh, he's back, honey. Chocolate alert. I'm going to tell y'all one of my things. I have a weakness towards chocolateness. Chocolate people are just beautiful, but the men, yeah, he fine. I'm like, okay, so we can get rid of Brick. Why is she flirting with Brick? She can have an inappropriate relationship with Detective Bennett. I don't think she in the police force no more, so it should be okay, right? We don't have to put Jordan off on Brick. When Brick ain't even halfway there half the time, we can just, Detective Bennett, get him more on the screen. Girl, he fine. I would rather look at him any and every day than Curtis. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop because I'm wasting time. It's 23 minutes. Let me wrap this up. So Kevin tells them that so Kevin ends up telling him about the invader and the credit card, and that she had it in her hand, and he was sure that she had it in her hand when he seen her, and he's sure that for sure that it was Paris that she was booking a flight for. Because Laura's called Alexis, because she's like, oh, what? Oh, well, let's call Alexis then and see what's going on with this credit card thing. And Alexis is on her way to the hospital. She didn't left the courthouse. I might as well tell you that now because I ain't going to remember to add her into that story later on. And while they're waiting for Alexis to come, that's when Laura Lou receives the call from Dante. And surprise! Esme's not there like we all knew. We sitting here like this. We ain't even in the writing booth, and we know she ain't there. And Dante starts to ask her, well, do you know where Nicholas is? Because maybe she's after Nicholas. And I'm like, yeah, Dante. Because all of a sudden now, Laura's hearing from Nicholas. Yep, that's it. I'm like, okay, more wasted time for the PCPD. Man, they need to make a skit of Chase and Dante trying to get out of a maze box. Let me stop, because I like Dante and Chase, but man, the antics. Oh, this is the police academy. Oh, they could do a better job than them. At least we'd have fun watching them be idiots. I mean, I ain't calling say the police academy were idiots. That was wrong. But they were hilarious. And if they're gonna watch antics, that's better than this. At least make it comical. That's what they should do. They should make their none being able to solve no crimes comical. So Dante still thinks Esme's ultimate goal is to get Ace and then go into hiding, which would have been a smart idea, but that's not what Esme is trying to do. So long story short, they put two and two together that Esme booked a flight to Paris, and Laura's like, oh, she's after Spencer and Trina. And we're like, really? Moving along to another part of General Hospital, we're doing PT therapy, where Aunt Stella's just walking around in rooms and bothering people while they're doing their therapy. I'm like, wow, come on now, Stella. For real, I know you are a busybody, but this is a lot. But maybe she came in on time. Because Curtis is in there trying to, convince the guy that, hey, I want to walk, I want to stand, I'm ready to go. And the dude's like, hey, man, this is going to be a long journey. And Curtis is like, well, how long? And I'm like, Curtis, boy, you only been in the wheelchair for a couple, man. Maybe, I hope they drag this out. I hope he's in this wheelchair till next year. Okay? He's a Christmas miracle. Look, Daddy getting up and walking. Keep his butt in the wheelchair. Oh, impatient self. And when he I was like, no, I don't think it's good that you're trying to stand right now. I think you need to wait. And she tells him about this story about when he was a little boy and he wanted to play. I think he was like 8 years old and he wanted to play basketball with the neighborhood kids. And Curtis is like, yeah, I knew my brother, was the one who made them let me play. And he says, just like then, I didn't give up. I ain't giving up now. So she's like, okay, well, therapist, what's your opinion? Can he stand up? Is that safe? And he's like, yeah, I mean, the bars are here. I'm here. He's, okay. I don't think the therapist was trying to do all that either. So they Curtis stands up. They have him in a standing position. He is standing somewhat, but he's standing. And I feel like he was trying to take steps. I feel like it wasn't just the fact that he was having struggle and standing, that he was trying to take steps. And I started looking at those Converse Chucks, and those are my favorite type of shoes. And I wondered how those poor toes is doing in those tight shoes. I have to size up when I'm wearing them, because I'm not trying to get corns. Okay? I love my girls. I'm not a fit person, but I'm not trying to make them look ugly. So I'm looking like they got to be like a size up, but the face was like this. And Converse's is flat. Okay, I'm getting off the subject. Y'all talk to me. Get on my case later. I'm sorry. So Curtis sits down because he's all pissed off because he can't take off in a marathon. And I'm like, what the hell did you expect? And everybody else is like, what the hell did you expect? And he's like, I expected to have the surgery and take off. Well, you're going to have a long time. It's a journey. And don't give up. And Stella encourages her nephew, don't give up. And then Portia walks in. And she's like, well, what's going on? And he kind of tell her what happened. He said, the only thing I hurt was my ego. I thought I could move faster. And they talk about Esme at the end. And Portia's like, I'm just done with her. I'm like, oh, now you're done with Esme? You weren't done with Esme a couple of months ago when you was being chummy with her and helping her out because, single mothers have to stick together. Gag me a spoon, Portia. Gag me a spoon. So we're going to roundhouse back to the courthouse. And we got Gregory, Tracy, Liz, Marty, and Finn, and the wonderful and incomparable Miss Diane Miller, my girl. And Tracy wants Finn to go after... Because, okay, so there's conversation now. Now they're talking fraud. Because this is fraud. And it is fraud. They're frauding the insurance companies. And they're defrauding the judicial system. And since Mr. Muldoon is dead from cancer, the person who would be facing time is Mrs. Muldoon. So the question is, how can we figure out if Miss Muldoon knew what her husband was up to and if she was, part of his fraudulent case? And everybody's trying to figure out how to go. And Martin's like, well, I'm going to go talk to Diane and let her know that I'm going to ask to add an oncologist, the oncologist on as a witness and see if I get anything from her. Because Sam's still digging up stuff. And he goes and he asks Diane. Diane gives him a look like adding on a witness. And he's like, yeah, it's nothing, up front. Everything's good. And, did you know about this oncologist? And Diane's like, No, I didn't. So while Diane and him are talking, she tells the woman when she walks up, because Mrs. Muldoon and Diane are talking. She's like, "Don't talk to the defendant. Don't talk to him. Don't say anything to him. You stay away from him." But of course, what does any grieving widow do? She goes and accuses Finn of stripping a man from his family, and he was a good man. He was a good lying man, but he was a good man, and he was the one who told me to pursue this lawsuit because it was just so wrong that he would be leaving his family. And what about my kids and going to school? And you have the ruiner of all things. And she basically confirmed to Finn, who for a second played like he didn't understand the conversation, and then as they were really talking about it, realized that she also didn't know her husband was running a scam. So Finn is on the decision panel of, should I just plead guilty, because I'm thinking that's what he's contemplating, or let this woman, or so this woman won't go to jail and lose her children. And Liz is like, well, what about you? And everybody's like, I think Liz and everybody, what about your family? You can't worry about everybody, baby. You gotta worry about, us. Liz is always gonna be about us. She don't care about nobody on the outside. I like how they are spinning this story. I would like to go back to Liz and her DID, whatever she was experiencing. I would think that was a little bit more interesting than this story. But I like this story. It's good. I'm glad it's ending. Yay. Okay, guys. So thanks for hanging out with me. I don't have too much opinion on that story. I mean, yay. But thanks for hanging out with me, peeps. You have a great night, guys. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. Like I said before, if you haven't liked the content, you like the content, hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscription button. And you guys be amazing and have an amazing day. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Mwah.